friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming one of my favorite videos to film. I haven't sat down and filmed this for YouTube in quite some time because I have been doing live videos every Saturday on my channel because everyone's kind of still in lockdown for Voldemort, as I like to refer to it here on my channel. And so I thought it was the best time to take advantage and go live since most of you are trying to still social distance and stay home, which seems like the thing to do these days. So because I've been catching up with you guys on live stream, I haven't been able to sit down and kind of spew my thoughts on some of these new releases. So I thought, hey, there's some amazing things coming out and amazing launches planned for the month of May as well as upcoming in June. So I figured, why not sit down and film this video? So without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with indie because I think I have fewer things to talk about on the indie side, but I'm so excited because Give Me Glow finally announced that they are switching websites on May 22nd and they will be going live with their extra spicy palette. And I had talked about the extra spicy palette and kind of said that I was disappointed, but I do love me some Give Me Glow, and I have picked up all of their palettes they've launched basically since they started doing palettes. So I thought there's no way I could skip the extra spicy palette and not absolutely regret it. So I'm definitely eyeing that palette as well as maybe some highlighters, and I kind of want to grab some more of their single shadows as well. So we'll see what I end up grabbing, but that is all going down on Friday, May 22nd. So mark that in your calendars because I know it's all gonna fly off the shelves. They're also restocking their Summer Vibes palette. I own the Summer Vibes in their original formula, and I must say I'm not a huge fan of that formula. The newer palettes have a different formula that I like so much better. I love the shades in the Summer Vibes palette, so I would love to pick up the new version of that palette and compare it to the one I have. I think that would be a fun video for all you Give Me Glow diehards out there. So very excited for that launch. And then my beauties, Terra Moon Cosmetics is launching 8 new eyeshadows. This is going live on May 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So they have these new shades, and I'm not sure what she's calling them, but they look beautiful. As per usual, they have this beautiful flip to them. I'm actually wearing a Terra Moon eyeshadow on my lids today mixed with the Jade Glow eyeshadow, so I'm like super pumped for these. I will throw some pictures of the collection on the screen, and I feel like that will convince you that you might need to take a look at these. So I did do a Terra Moon swatch party video pretty recently. I'll try and remember to link that video for you guys in case you're trying to decide what to pick up from them. But yeah, they're also doing some pre-orders for some of their iridescent chameleons, cosmic chameleons, and pastel chameleons as well. So there is a lot of makeup to be had on that website. And then let me hop on over to Indie Makeup Spotlight and see if there's anything I want to talk about. I did see this palette from the brand Fenty Beauty. I believe they are a UK-based indie brand. I did see Annette's Makeup Corner say she purchased this palette, so I'm going to be stalking Annette's YouTube channel to see when that review goes up. I love these tones. There's a beautiful blend of mattes as well as shimmers, so I think she's going to be able to create some beautiful looks with this. I ended up passing on this. It's $25 and it's available on Beauty Bay, which I have shopped from Beauty Bay before. I've had zero problems. I know Angie recommends Beauty Bay as well because they carry a lot of indie European brands, so very cool site. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what the looks with that palette end up looking like. So very fun. Now we're gonna hop on over to Miss Trend Mood. She keeps us all trendy and in the mood. I don't know what. Anyway, I just watched this launch video. This is the Moon Prism Spring Summer collection from Lunar Beauty. I know my friend Britt Clark, she loves herself some Lunar Beauty goodies, so she was waiting for this launch. I was kind of excited for this launch. I did watch the video. Now that I've seen that it is a blush palette, I'm not as hyped. I love the packaging. I think it's beautiful. I think he came up with a really good price point. $35 for a blush palette isn't gonna kill anyone, which is nice. I think that's a manageable price. He also announced that it will come to Sephora a week-ish after it launches on his website. I like when brands make that kind of information easy to find, so I don't have to like sit there and like jump through flaming hoops to figure out where else I can pick up your stuff from. I prefer to shop indie on Sephora just because in case something goes wrong, I can return something, like if I don't like it or I have an allergic reaction or something crazy happens. I like having that option. I think the one thing that would convince me to buy this is the packaging, because I think the packaging is fabulous, but I have been on a journey with blush and bronzers this spring summer. Like there's been so many new brands that I've picked up, so I am gonna pass on that, but I think it looks really cool. The next thing I want to talk about is this new palette from Milk Cosmetics. This is a 420 palette. I was going back and forth with this palette, and I ended up buying it. They restocked it when Melt reopened their store, and I did end up picking that up. I also picked up the Smoke Sessions palette and a bunch of other blush products from them as well. Your girl's got issues, guys. I've got blush products till I die. Like, I don't need another blush to save my life. Like, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, this palette, I really like the color story. I'll give them that. I like the packaging. I think it's a cool concept. My big issue with Melt is the inconsistencies with the formula. I just got the Gemini palette. One of my subscribers was so kind and sent it to me. I had zero problems with that palette. Millennial Pinks, we all know how that turned out. And then this one, it's such a beautiful color story. It's not impossible to use, but I definitely did feel like there was a ton of kick up, and it could have been that the brush I was using was a big fluffy brush, so I'm going to try it with a few other brushes as well. But the main thing I noticed is when I swatched this particular palette with some of the other Melt palettes I already own, for example, the Gemini, the Smoke Sessions, the Vita palette, there were a lot of duplicate shades. So something to keep in mind. I know not everyone is buying every new release during this time, and that might be important for you to keep in mind. If you've been eyeing this palette, if you have some of their older palettes, you might not need this one. So I'm hoping that information helps you guys out. Definitely check out my first impressions video. It's already live on my channel, and I think that gives you guys a very good idea of what to expect if you buy this palette. So that is my spiel on that. Okay, so the next palette I'm going to talk about is a pretty controversial one. This is the Cremated palette by Jeffree Star, as well as the glosses and some accessories that he's doing. Now, I just want to keep it about the makeup on my channel. That's kind of how I've always been. I know you guys have varying opinions on this topic, so let's just try and be nice to everyone in the comments. In case you guys want to tell me how you feel, that's totally fine. But my theory on this is this palette, not for me, but I think it's for somebody out there. I don't want people to feel judged or ashamed of the choices they make when it comes to the makeup they buy. For most people, it's just the makeup. It's not about who owns the brand or what they've done or who they are or anything like that. So I think it's important that we kind of just let people live their own lives. If you don't want to buy something, that's totally fine. If you want to buy something, that's totally fine. If you hate somebody for buying something, you might want to, you know, re-examine your life choices on that one. But I just don't think this is for me, and that's okay. I think that a particular kind of person can make this a fabulous eyeshadow look. I think this could work really well for people that love smoky eyes. I know there's so many people out there that just love to wear black smoky eyes. I'm not that person, but I think for somebody out there that's been waiting for this palette, it's gonna be the best day of their lives, and I'm totally okay with something like this making somebody out there really, really happy. The other thing too that I wanted to point out is I know people think it's pretty morbid, and I can understand that. I'm very excited to see what people do with this palette when they get it in PR or whether they purchase it themselves. Let's all try and just be happy and positive, and I don't know, you know, I feel like if it was generally coming from a bad place, I do believe that karma and the way the world is will take care of the bad people. So I'm genuinely excited for whoever's out there that is eyeing this palette, has always wanted this palette. So hopefully we can all just be respectful human beings and respect people's life choices. and it's just makeup at the end of the day. So that's kind of all I have to say about that. I'm gonna move on to the next palette that I have been eyeing. The next launch I want to talk about is the new Lady Gaga Stupid Love palette. 18 shades of full intensity pigment inspired by Lady Gaga's 6th album, Chromatica. So I feel like this is kind of the palette she should have started her line with. I know so many of us were like, wait, it's Lady Gaga, like where is the pizzazz? I don't personally think this is pizzazzy enough, and I'm not drawn to this palette at all, which is great because God knows I literally buy like every palette for some reason. I love the campaign shots. I love the variety of skin tones, how they created all these dramatic, fun, colorful eye looks, and they're really bold. I think this is what I was expecting when I thought Lady Gaga was coming out with a makeup line. Other than that though, I don't think it's anything special necessarily. This to me could have been the Makeup Revolution. It could have been any other brand. It could have been ColourPop for all I know. If I hadn't known it was a House Labs thing, I would have glossed right over it. So it's definitely a pass for me, but I hope that this means that she's heading in this kind of direction, like a colorful direction, hopefully. So this I'm kind of intrigued by. These are the new Guerlain Brazilian Club Summer Collection. It includes a terracotta Brazilian beach and bronze blush inspired by their best-selling blah 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 Brazilian shimmer brush, and then the Meteorite Brazilian Fizz. I've seen so many people talk about these Guerlain Meteorites. I just want to know, like, what are they worth the hype? Because they're like $60 something. So I need to find like a tan girl or a brown girl that's reviewed these products so I can figure out if they're worth the hype and maybe pick them up. Maybe I should just do my own video. What do you guys think? Like, should I spend $60 something on a bunch of colorful balls in a tin? Like, what do we think about that? Let me know. This is the thing I'm most hyped about for June. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. This is the Mothership 8 Divine Rose number 2. Now, I think the Divine Rose number 1 is my least favorite Pat McGrath palette. I know the reason I don't like it is the reason so many other people like it. I just feel like it's too ordinary to be Pat McGrath. I don't know. That's just my story, and I'm sticking to it. But this one gives me like Huda Desert Dusk vibes, but like amped up like 20 degrees. Like, I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait. That hot pink shade is calling to me. Rose Seduction, VR Sexterial. I don't even know how to say that shade. I don't know. I'm just excited for this. I feel like this is going to be like my go-to summer palette. So I cannot wait. So the collection will also include some other things like a lip trio. There's going to be glosses, lip pencils, and softcore matte trans lipsticks. I might just go ham. I don't know. I really love Pat McGrath's glosses. I love her matte trans lipsticks. I really want to do a best of Pat McGrath because I've tried a majority of her products, so that's something I would really, really, really like to do. I just have to sit and plan it, which you guys know I'm an amazing planner, so but let me know if you guys would like to see that. I'm so excited for this collection, you guys. You bet your bottom dollar I will be picking it up, and as soon as I get it in the mail, I will be creating all kinds of videos with that thing. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, so Huda Beauty is coming out with the Legit Lash Double-Ended Mascara. This is a long-lasting matte black dual-ended mascara that is clinically proven to give your lashes major volume, dramatic curl, lift, and length. This is a $27 mascara. So I really have found my mascara of my dreams. It's the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I love that mascara so much. I'm so loyal to it, so I really don't have a reason to try a new mascara, but if you're in the market, now you know where to find one. So Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with her summer collection, I think is what we're calling this. This features a luxury palette of mattes in Desert Haze for $53. She's got some airbrush bronzers for $55. And anything else? Oh, the airbrush for $40. This is a kabuki style retractable bronzer brush, handcrafted to glide over the skin for an airbrush application. So I mean, imagine you guys trying to use your $55 bougie Charlotte Tilbury bronzer without a $40 bougie brush. I mean, the freaking travesty. I'm kidding, guys. That's my sarcasm. Okay, so the airbrush bronzer is what I'm most excited for. I thought that the shade range was gonna be wide enough, but I really don't think so. I saw some swatches on a beauty blogger in the UK that had received these in PR, and I feel like a lot of people that are lighter than me are going to go for the shade medium, which is the third shade, and I was gonna go with medium, and number 4 is definitely too red for me, so I can't do dark. So I'm thinking I'm medium, but then I'm thinking if I'm the third color and then the fourth color, then where's shades like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know? Like Auntie Charlotte's been letting people down sometimes, you know? So that's the thing, I'm kind of like conflicted because I think they look beautiful. I love her under eye powder. I've panned it, like I've hit pan on it, so I'm trying to use less of it because it's so expensive. I'm trying to slow down, but now I'm kind of like disappointed because I feel like everyone's really excited that she has so many colors, but realistically I don't think she gave us enough shades, and that's kind of a bummer. You know how people with different skin tones keep being excluded by the beauty community, and we just make so many excuses. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Even I'm guilty of it. I'm the first to admit that if I can find my shade, then I think a little bit less of everyone else's struggle. So I don't know, it's hard because I want to be able to support brands that I like, but then I'm also like always thinking of that in the back of my mind, you know, that why do brands exclude people like that? Okay, so Juvia's Place launched the Wahala palette. This was a total surprise for me. $36, a one-of-a-kind first 20-pan eyeshadow palette with intense colors, a beautiful mix of textures varying from high-quality duochromes to soft pearl shades to creamy mattes and glitters. So I think the beauty community is kind of split on this. Everybody loves Juvia's Place on one side, and then the other side they're like, why did they include pressed glitters in a palette? Why did they raise the price? What is going on? So when I first saw this palette, I kind of thought it was a jumbled hot mess, to be very honest with you guys. I was kind of like, oh my gosh, look at these colors. I don't get it. But I still bought it because you guys know Angelica is on Juvia's Place's PR, and every time she gets one of their palettes, she creates the most beautiful eyeshadow looks, and then I instantly regret not buying the palette that she featured. So I bought this one. I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I already bought it, so I will have it in my possession sometime this week, and so I will try and do some kind of video with it. I would love to do 3 looks just because I want to get into doing that more. But I'm interested to see it in person. We'll have to see, because Angie sent us a picture of it when she got it, and it's so funny how seeing something without the bells and whistles of a PR photo makes you really like look at it and be like, oh, that's not as exciting to look at as I thought. So I'm sure it's the same for you guys. When you guys see your favorite YouTubers holding up a palette, it looks so aesthetically pleasing. I mean, that's what our setups are for. Like, we have, you know, high quality cameras, high quality lighting. It makes everything look really, really, really good. So I can understand when the glitz and the glam kind of get taken away. You're like, oh, it's just another colorful palette, I guess. I get tricked that way all the time, so I kind of instantly regretted buying it, but I'm still kind of excited to see it in person and see if it's that Juvia's Place formula that we all love. So Lorac Cosmetics, Lorac, not Lorac or whatever that other brand is that has a very similar name, coming out of the woodwork here with a Golden Hour summer collection. They've got a Golden Hour palette for $35, includes 6 highlighters. Then they've got lip glosses for $19 in 10 different shades, and then eye gloss trios for $23. This is a liquid gel cream formula in Sunrise and Sunset. So I think that's cool. It's very different for Lorac. I definitely don't need eyeglasses. They look very much like the Stila Glitter and Glow, so I'm not really interested. But it's nice to see Lorac coming out with something new like this. I know people went nuts for their highlighter formula when they did highlighter singles, so I'm sure their highlighting palette will have really good reception in the YouTube community. And the glosses look beautiful. This shade, Heat Wave, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's like a beautiful orange color. I think that would be so fun for the summer. These will launch online at Lorac and then in Ulta in June. So I think that if you're looking for a beautiful like summer lip, those lip glosses look fabulous. I have all the glosses I need, so I'm going to be passing on that. But I'm very happy that Lorac has come out with something new. I think that's awesome. So Anastasia Beverly Hills launched their Norvina Volume 4. This is a $60 eyeshadow palette, and Norvina basically describes this as her version of the soft glam palette for those who love glam but also need a pop of pink. So I was again very conflicted on this palette because I wasn't sure. It's honestly that yellow shade that really sold it to me. It's so funny because some people say that yellow shade is awful, and I just think that's so fun. I would just use that as an inner corner shade, to be honest. I'm not even expecting that shade to show up on my skin tone though, so that'll be freaking hilarious to see. But this palette, I did order it on Sephora. When I will get it, I don't know. I'm still waiting for my Sephora sale packages to come, so I'm a little confused. Like, I'm totally okay with waiting very patiently, but there's people that placed orders on this palette and they've already gotten their palettes and filmed their reviews, and I'm like over here going like, Sephora, can I please get my packages? So what's up with that? Do I not have enough subscribers on YouTube to get my mail on time? Sometimes. That's my conspiracy, okay? Just let me live. Let me vent. It's fine. It's okay. I'm really okay with waiting. But yeah, I just thought that was really funny that I hadn't even gotten my Sephora haul packages yet. So anyway, they also launched these cake liners, and then people went nuts about the cake liners because they're like, oh my god, they stole them from the indie brands. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Suva Beauty was not the first brand to come out with cake liners, nor is it the last. I have all of the Suva cake liners. Have you guys ever seen me use them? No? Oh yeah, no surprise there. I do love Suva. It is a Canadian indie brand, and the owner is Indian / Fijian / Canadian, so I really love her because she is like the epitome of brown girl magic for me. So I love that little indie brand, and their line is sold at Morphe stores now, so if you want to see them in person, you can do that. If you want to order online, and you can do that from Morphe as well. So check out the cake liners, but I do like ABH's version. I like the packaging. I think that's really cool that you can like store them like in a stack. And yeah, people are saying all kinds of stuff about that whole cake liner situation, and I'm over here like rolling my eyes. A lot of people keep saying like, oh, they stole the packaging from Melt. I was like, did you guys also yell at Tarte when they did their blushes for holiday? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of those beauty gurus out there were buying those Tarte blush sets, and nobody was saying anything about how those packages reminded them of Melt. So I love how people just pick and choose what to be mad at these days. It honestly drives me bananas. Can you tell? Anyway, the next thing that did launch, this is so beautiful. This is the MAC Summer Collection. I kind of love this. So they have some foil shadows, some strobe face glazes. They have the medium face fan brush, which I own. That's a nice bronzer brush, and it's a good price point too. Radiant Matte Bronzing Powders, $32. Lipsticks were $22. Bronze Light Prep and Prime Fix Plus with a shimmer, primer, and setting spray. I'm definitely passing on that. Lip glosses and a strobe body lotion. So I'm most attracted to the bronzers just because the packaging is adorable. But as you guys know, I have been buying bronzer like it's my job. So I'm gonna pass on it, but I think it looks really cool. Okay, here's another thing that I really wanted, but I decided to pass on for the time being. I'm kind of waiting for Lights Lacquer to do like a fun summer collection. I'm really hoping she does some really fun summer colors, but she recently launched the Your Nails But Better collection featuring 6 beautiful nude shades, and honestly I wanted every single one. I was gonna buy the bundle, but if you guys didn't know, I collect Kathleen Light's nail polish, and I have a drawer full of her nail polishes, so I decided to roll back the savageness and just wait because I didn't need it. So I decided to pass on it for now. Let's quickly talk about Uncle Wayne's lipstick line. Oh my gosh, this is one that I was thinking more people were gonna be mad about, but apparently it's fine because he's funding it, and we should all, like, you know, throw all the sympathy points to Mr. Wayne Goss because he's made friends with small YouTubers. That's my controversial opinion, okay? Come for me if you want, but I'm just thinking for the price point, these do not look luxurious at all. They look like your grandma's nudes. I feel like Wayne Goss was like trying to tell us like, oh, these are all the classic colors and these are all the, like, this is my core collection and I'm gonna add on more shades. And I'm like, dude, you're a makeup artist in 2020. Like, if you're gonna do some lipsticks, like, I'm expecting some updated lipsticks. Like, I'm expecting the nudes of 2020. I'm not expecting the nudes of 1995. That's what these shades remind me of. You can come for me all you want, but you can't tell me that these are the shades that people are wearing. This is what's trendy right now, because I really don't think there's anything trendy about these colors. I feel like this looks very amateur. I think the whole thing is very amateur, and for the price point, it's like, don't give somebody $28 for this. If you guys want to give somebody money for some good lipsticks, check out Lisa Eldridge's line and Pat McGrath. Both are women, both are makeup artists. Like, if you want to support someone, support them. Like, why are we supporting this and it's not even that great? Like, I don't get it. Like, the lip glosses and the lipsticks and then the pencil lip liners, but the shade, like the caps don't match. Like, you can get some black caps for those. Come on. I'm being sassy, but I'm actually really kind of annoyed. The other thing too that I really want to check out is this new line of lipsticks that just launched. This brand is called Propa Beauty, and it is a women of color owned lipstick brand right now. I think they're just doing lipsticks. And this lipstick launch, oh my gosh, when I saw these swatches, I like wanted to buy the whole collection. Like, if I had a spare $99, I would have cleaned this freaking website out. And of course, I totally missed it that they had a launch day sale for 40% off. So I'm totally kicking myself for not picking these up. But I know two people I love picked up some of these shades, so I'm excited to see what they think of the formula and stuff. The packaging is so cute. So that's how you do lipsticks in this time frame. I just feel like, you know, brown nudes are just in, so it's like, yeah, I know you wanted to do a classic collection, but for me it's like, why wouldn't you do something that's trendy? Like, I'm not just gonna buy lipstick because they're Wayne Goss. Like, I need something more. It's 2020. There's so many lipstick brands out there. If you want me to part with my coin, like, I need to see something fabulous. So that is my controversial opinion. I'm sticking to it. I don't want this video to be 100 years long. So those are the main things I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what new makeup release you are looking forward to. And I will catch you live on Saturday on my YouTube channel. I'll probably go live at like 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So definitely look for a reminder here on my channel. And I will catch you soon. Bye guys!